I've been completely immersed in violin world for this last month, and it's been exhilarating. I played my first orchestra concert last Sunday, and we played this beautiful Dvorak piece, which is written in the 1800s. And I just love the rich history of the violin. I was talking to an educator who visited our warehouse, and her cello is older than America, from the 1700s. And so I have just been so inspired when I'm practicing violin, when I'm working on violins, to appreciate this ancient art, and even notice that some of those workshops back in the day are very similar to the one that I work in today. This is my desk when I first started and the violins I was working on. And you'll notice that sometimes it gets messy, sometimes I'm working on pegs, sometimes I'm working on sanding or putting the chin rest on, or just kind of admiring the varnish of the violins. And it's such a beautiful art, and I feel like such a beginner, and I am such a beginner, but it's so intriguing to me to just notice that all these little pieces made out of wood come together and just create beautiful music that can translate across languages and speak to the heart. It is just such a beautiful art. And so I've just been learning. It feels slow at times, but I know I've been making progress and just slowly improving my workstation, getting used to the tools and some power tools as well that we have the benefit of using in today's world. I will do a vlog about the history of the violin. If I don't do it in this one, I'll do it later. I got inspired to paint as well, looking at Stradivarius's workshop. I love the mess that he's in, and so I just kind of had a moment of inspiration. This is kind of capturing my moment here. I feel truly grateful for this moment in my life. There has been so much pain and turmoil from where I was before this moment, yet I can see how this fits. I've had a history of loving the violin and traveling around the world, playing and serving, creating sound and melodies. And so even though it's such a different world than what I did before, it's still me, and I love the history that is found in me, but also in this instrument. This past Christmas, our family played a game, and one of the questions was, would you go into the future or would you go into the past if you could pick which era to visit? And half my family picked the future, but I picked the past because I feel that there's such a rich history in the past, and that we could bring and apply it into the future. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about the violin. I went to Italy this summer, but didn't realize that Italy was the birthplace of the modern violin. Cremona is where Amati and Stradivari, these Italian masters, had their workshops, and their work has endured centuries. I find it so fascinating that it's about craftsmanship and workmanship and also quality of material, but it's also this blend of you have this perfect instrument, but it gets perfected over time because the more you play on it, the more the vibrations of the wood bring out the resonance and the tone. And I love the innovations and improvements over time that have perfected it. And now it's in this place where there is a tradition and a history of the perfect sound that moves human emotions. I am so intrigued by this world. I feel the gap, but I feel the challenge and am inspired because even though I'm not this master violinist and I'm not this master luthier, there is intrigue and interest, and there's a place for me to grow. And every day I'm getting slowly better and better and more knowledgeable about this world.